takes it up to the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 94 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Herbert on 3rd down now. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back.
19 Sergeant.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Benson found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now back to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg Dulcich, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Benson. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give right side. Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 3. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
60 Eagles.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down now, but that clock rolling. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Okay, break.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hard throw, incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on one, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an AFC East matchup in Foxborough. Buffalo visiting New England. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. The Bills looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Terrace Marshall with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jags trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Herbert now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Able to slither by. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 72 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Come on. Hey, Mikey, hey,
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
They'll run on first down. Benson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he is into the end zone to put the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So out come the Bucs now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert on first down now.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? is for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end here. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Red, Cougar 19.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun.
Herbert over the middle and complete to Moore.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Operating from the gun, Herbert.
Outright and brought in by Moore.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Page.
2nd down and 3.
Herbert throwing again.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert over the middle. It's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Up the middle they go. It's Benson, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The 18-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On 1st down, Benson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Finding Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Herbert. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Herbert going to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Herbert. This one is caught. It's Moore.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Throwing, Herbert.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Grover Stewart forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for New Orleans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as
cheap, I got me.
Remuneration option is set to off. Remuneration option is set to off.
day. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
But here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hagan looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun. Hagan.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires Here's one, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hagan out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. On 3rd down, Hagan. Singletary loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'm trying to do better here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 67 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going.
And a loose football.
Come on, let's go.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Now a give right side. It's Benson.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Saints back at the 22.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made by Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Up the middle they go. Benson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Benson.
He's got it to the 43 here. 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Saints had 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hagan.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hagan. Dancing away at the 30. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run the option left side. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down. Hagan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have balls go through goalposts.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Hagan under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Okay, ready?
And that'll be incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Benson. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go option to the short side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
2nd and 5. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Hagan. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. To throw on second down. Hagan. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hagan on the slant. He's got Davis. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Hagan. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. They run here with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Devin Singletary with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all total. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That was first and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tony Pollard, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. DeAndre Swift, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Open man here is Benson.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing to start the drive. Hagan over the middle, complete. It's Hale. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Hagan eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, it's Benson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try and escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Throwing to start the drive. Hagan. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson.
On 3rd down, it's Benson, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Point after here coming up. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And 3rd, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hagan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hagan forced out to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Hagan steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Benson.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41. 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hagan, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Benson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. And they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Now a handoff up the middle. Benson found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll look to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Benson. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on second down, Hagan. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hagan. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On first down, it's Benson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On third down, Benson shifts by at the 15. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now before the game changes hands, they're going to take a look. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down now, it's Benson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Saints, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire
She